Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Jennifer and I do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos. So a really fun video today. Luisa over at Weezasworld actually did a beauty tag video where you answer 20 beauty questions and she tagged me. So for today's video, I will be answering the 20 beauty questions. So if you want to see what my answers are, then keep on watching. Okay, so to start, I do have my phone because I have the questions on it. So question number one, do you remember your first makeup item? And I do. Ever since I was about 5 or 6, my mom would always go and buy me those all-in-one makeup train cases from like CVS, you know, the really cheap ones that are like 20 bucks where you get eyeshadow and lipstick and blush and all that. And I remember falling in love with makeup at such a young age. So those would be kind of like my first beauty item. Now, when it comes to buying my first real piece of makeup, the first item I really remember is going to MAC Cosmetics, because back in the day, if you shopped at MAC, you were like in it to win it, okay? So I purchased my very first MAC eyeshadow. It was called Stars and Rockets, and I still have that very eyeshadow to this day because it's so sentimental to me. So I still have it. I don't use it because it's very, very old, but I love it. Describe your perfect favorite mascara. Honestly, I want something that's volumizing. I want something that's lengthening, that's a true black. Like, I want something that is like black hole black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a dark gray. I want black as night black. And a lot of mascaras aren't super black. One mascara that I absolutely love is from Essence, the Lash Princess. I've talked about some of the other Essence mascaras, like the Get Big Lashes and the I Love Extreme. I just love their formula. It's exactly what I'm looking for. It's waterproof and their black is super black. So that would be my favorite mascara. What coverage do you prefer for a foundation? 100% I prefer full coverage. Like I mentioned in a million videos, I do have some acne, scarring, or pigmentation that I am working to get rid of. And although my skin has made great changes and I'm very excited to see the progress it's made so far, I am still more comfortable in a full coverage foundation. Now, with that being said, on the weekends when I'm running errands and I'm doing nothing, I don't wear any makeup. I just go out looking crazy. It is what it is, but I do prefer a full coverage. Favorite high-end brand? I think my favorite high-end, well, I guess it depends on like what you consider high-end. Like for me, Tom Ford is very high-end, but for some other people, Huda Beauty might be high-end. So I guess in both categories, I really love Hourglass, which is more high-end. I really love Huda Beauty as well, and I have quickly fallen in love with several Dior products as well. So those are kind of like my high-end favorites. High-end brand you would like to try but haven't tried yet. I would honestly say Tom Ford. I have tried one product from Tom Ford. It was a bronzer. It was very expensive, it was like $75. I love the formula, I love the color, but I would like to try more of his eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, things like that. So that would be the high-end brand I would like to try. Favorite drugstore brand? To be honest, I really don't buy drugstore makeup. I know that sounds bad. I think I have like an e.l.f. concealer, which I do like. But for me, drugstore is like Morphe or Essence, something that is lower in price point. But as far as true drugstore like Revlon, Maybelline, L'Oreal, I really don't buy any of those brands. I just really haven't found products that wowed me or that match my skin tone. I'm very neutral, and a lot of those colors seem to be either very warm or very cool. There's no perfect neutral. So for me, drugstore is Morphe and Essence, and those are probably my two favorites. Do you wear fake eyelashes? Of course. Can't live without them. Any makeup you can't leave your house without. Now, I can leave the house with nothing on, and I do it basically every weekend. Most cherished beauty product. I would have to say it was probably the MAC eyeshadow Stars and Rockets, just because it was the first real piece of makeup I purchased myself, and that's kind of what started my whole beauty obsession and beauty collection. So I would have to say that one. How often do you shop for makeup? Maybe like once or twice a month. It kind of depends on what videos I'm filming, honestly, or if I run out of something. But on an average, I would say once to twice a month. What type of product do you buy the most? This one's hard. I would say either complexion products like a foundation, setting powder, or concealer, because I use them all the time, and there are days where I'll just do my base and then throw on mascara. I won't do any eyeshadow. So I feel like I buy those a lot, but also skincare. I obviously do skincare every single day, twice a day, so I go through my skincare products pretty quickly. So I would say skincare or base products. Favorite place to shop for makeup? Probably Sephora for makeup, and then skincare, I shop through Lifeline because they are my favorite brand and I've done a bajillion videos on them. But also Nordstrom is another place where I'm finding a lot of good skincare and makeup items. So I've been shopping at Nordstrom a lot. Top 5 beauty gurus. Oh my gosh, this one's hard because I like so many more than just 5, but I think first would be Bailey Sarian, Desi Perkins, Carly Bible, Jaclyn Hill, who else? Probably Nikki Tutorials as well. I love her. Do you use eyeshadow primer? 100% yes. My eyelids are so oily and I cannot live without it. Foundation or concealer? First, foundation. What do you love about makeup? I love the transformation. I love the creative side of it. I love being artistic. When I did freelance, I used to love watching people's self-esteem boost. You know, if I did a bride and she loved how she looked, you know, tears would come to her eyes. And that's really what I love about makeup, is just it gives you a certain power and it makes you feel a certain way, and I love that. Which celebrity has great makeup? For a bronzy look, I definitely would say Kim Kardashian West. Also J-Lo, her makeup is always flawless. She's like the queen of glow. So I would say those two for sure. If there was only one brand, what would you use? Honestly, probably Huda Beauty, because so many of her products work really well for my skin tone, my skin type, and it's really rare if I find a product from hers that I don't like. Do you try new skincare or keep your routine? Both. So as you guys know, a Lifeline is kind of my holy grail skincare. Now, because the line is so simple, I have to add other products to my regimen. So my base is always Lifeline, but then I will try other skincare products for different serums or masks or cleansers or toners. So I do both. I love trying new skincare products because when you find a product that works really well, it's so great, because I know that it's really hard to find good skincare. So for me, the answer is both. And then the last question is drugstore or high-end? I'm going to say high-end. And the reason I say that is because when it comes to complexion products, it's really hard for me to find a color in a drugstore product that works. Like I mentioned before, they're either too warm or too cool, but with higher end products, I always can find stuff that I love. So those are all the 20 questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will tag several of you below to continue on this tag. So with that being said, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Thanks, Weeza.